I want you to abort the mission immediately.
Abort mission! It's hard for me not to laugh at it because I got so many abortion jokes, which is, my humor is really dark, so.
I know. Most of the time I get it, other times I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Chronicles with
your boy Michael
and Shaisha.
So today's topic, we're going right into this. Everyone's has their opinions, and that is
Why'd you have to do it so dramatic?
The word abortion, right? The word abortion just sounds so horrible, like abortion.
You had to be dramatic.
Abort.
It wouldn't be the show if Michael wasn't dramatic.
Here's another question I have. How come when it's us, it's an abortion, and when it's a chicken, it's an omelet?
Like, it's hard not to make like jokes about it, even though it's a serious issue. It's hard not to make jokes because my humor is dark.
Are we so much better than chickens all of a sudden? When did this happen, that we passed chickens in goodness? Name 6 ways we're better than chickens. See, nobody can do it.
So I have so many like abortion jokes.
He might say 1 or 2 jokes.
Right,
That's it.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear no more jokes after that.
Right. Blame George Carlin on this one. All right, but let's get into the topic though.
You want me to start?
Yeah, Women's first, because this is a more women's issue. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one, I'm going to say my stance, which I know some people are like, oh my gosh. I've posted this on social media and stuff before too. Okay. So for me, I am pro-choice. Reason being, for example, if I get raped or sexually assaulted, anything like that, like I don't want to raise a child in trauma.
We gotta say great.
Great.
Yeah.
So for me, it's more of like, I don't want to raise a child in that type of scenario. Yeah. So I think of like, I would want to have an abortion in that type of case. Like, this baby was not made out of love, X, Y, and Z is going to happen. And I can hear people right now like, oh my gosh, you could adopt the baby, you could do this, this, and this. I would not want to carry a child for 9 months after being raped by somebody and then like conceiving a child. So for me,
that would be brutal. I can see how that could like be really.
Exactly. So for me, that's my stance on it. That doesn't mean that like, remember, it's about accountability. So for me, I'm not saying that people that are just having sex with everybody, not being safe, not being protected, anything like that, to just continuously have abortions. So to me, that's not what it's for. Like, to me, at that point, you're being irresponsible and you're not being accountable for your actions, and that's like your sexual health too. So
wait. You're saying that we can't have like 7 abortions?
So that was a good one.
Right, yeah.
No, I would not recommend, but hey, to each their own.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not my preference. So you just gotta be safe in how you interact sexually. So
yeah. So I think my kind of thinking is the conservative side of our government. They kind of have this general belief and ideology that.
Is a fetus a human being? This seems to be the central question. Well, if a fetus is a human being, how come the census doesn't count them? If a fetus is a human being, how come when there's a miscarriage, they don't have a funeral? If a fetus is a human being, how come people say we have 2 children and 1 on the way instead of saying we have 3 children? People say life begins at conception. I say life began about 1 billion years ago, and it's a continuous process. Continuous, just keeps rolling along. Boy, these conservatives are really something, aren't they? They're all in favor of the unborn. They will do anything for the unborn, but once you're born, you're on your own.
Okay.
It's your body. Where the topic gets, I guess, convoluted, you start asking about, well, what happens when you're in a situation where the man wants to keep the child?
Yes.
That's where it gets really, really tricky. Mm-hmm. We talk about our own experiences on this show. Exactly. I've never been in this situation because condoms are cheap and they work. People may say they don't work. I think they really do work.
They work.
Even if it's like, 85%. I'll put the stats in there. 85% likely.
Show us the stats.
Yeah, if it break, just get another one. I mean, just get another one. I mean, keep the boys on supply. I'm using the condom every time. Because basically what I think in my brain, if I don't use a condom, that's basically saying I'm okay if you have my child.
I want to have a baby.
Yeah, I never had a oops baby or never slipped up. Thank God, you know, because that would suck.
So remember, neither one of us have kids, so that's the complex thing, and we know that there's like this gray space, right? Of like, it's murder, and this and this and that. So I know that this is a tricky topic and it's hard. And of course, when women even say pro-choice too, it's like, what?
Yeah.
Michael shared the status.
If you can kill this motherfucker, I can at least abandon him.
Oh, basically, yeah. Like women can decide to kill it, because let's just be honest. Like we'll talk about that part later. But women can decide to abort a baby, but then that means a man should be able to abandon it at least, you know what I'm saying? Like they should leave. And Dave Chappelle made this joke before too. It was funny, but you know, it had a good point. If a woman can abort mission, then the men can, you know, they shouldn't be ashamed if they want to say, nah, I don't want this kid because we just had a night together. We were just friends with benefits. I don't want to have this kid. Then they should be able to abandon it.
So from that point of view, I think from the beginning, yes.
Yeah.
But I think what my brain went into of like, all right, we had a baby, like, and now I'm just gone. Versus like, oh, we had one night, you're pregnant, and now that's it. But I feel like same thing. Like, there's Plan B. I don't know if I can say that, but I don't know if people really necessarily know like the resources. For one, there's birth control. There's condoms. Like, there's all these ways to protect yourself from having kids if you want to. Which, mind you, like our generation or our parents' generation before, I guess, they didn't have all these different resources. So I think of like, we are the generation of like having a ton of resources and people aren't utilizing them.
We live in a hookup culture. I don't think it's fair to women to say, especially in the black community, to say stop having all these baby daddies or whatever, and then like you can't.
What he said.
Yeah, it's like you can't have it both ways.
When John Cardinal O'Connor of New York and some of these other cardinals and bishops have experienced their first pregnancies and their first labor pains and they've raised a couple of children on minimum wage, then I'll be glad to hear what they have to say about abortion. I'm sure it'll be interesting. Pro-life conservatives are obsessed with the fetus from conception to 9 months. After that, they don't want to know about you. They don't want to hear from you. No, nothing. No neonatal care, no daycare, no Head Start, no school lunch, no food stamps, no welfare, no nothing. If you're pre-born, you're fine. If you're preschool, you're fucked.
This is gonna be the clapping.
Right.
So, like, why am I clapping?
Yeah, you know, I'm not a woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's not my body. You know, so I can't be like, you know.
So no, I
especially
agree with
the government involved. Like, I don't want them telling me what to do.
Exactly. No, it is the same thing for me. Like, so I agree with what he said. I wouldn't want to have an abortion. Like, that's not what's in the future. But circumstance, like, I would want to be able to, if something like we said, grape or something like that happened, then I would want to have that space to be able to do so without doing it the bad way, right?
Yeah.
Because there's always ways that you can get this stuff done. Like,
fall down the stairs.
That's his dark humor. Sorry.
That's my dark humor. I'm sorry. I tried.
People in hotel, like, there's so many different ways that.
God, that sounds scary as hell. Go to a hotel with a hanger, getting a board.
Yeah, so people do go to extreme measures for stuff like that. So I, like I said, personally wouldn't want to do it. But I want the choice, like, if I wanted to, that it's available for me.
So a stat that I found on the interweb, said that 49% of people consider themselves pro-life. Yeah, like if you know you're gonna have a child that's special needs, like that's a big thing. Like, would you be able to really be a good parent to that child? You know? And if not,
and this is why we do the podcast, because we can make each other reflect. Because I'm like, like I didn't think about that. Yeah, makes sense. And like you said, it can be selfish, but then it's like there's a lot of things that goes into raising that child. So it's like
and you gotta
a lot
be
of time
real
and
with yourself,
effort, and you gotta be selfless.
And people mention adoption. But let's just be real. Who gonna carry a kid for 9 months in their belly and go through all of that just to? Yeah, how many people you think? Maybe we should look that up too. Yeah, because that's.
Show us the stats.
Right.
In the arms of the angel.
Right. Yeah, I just don't see how you can say, all right, now I'm ready to give this thing up. You know.
Well, remember, there's postpartum
depression.
So it's like, that's a thing.
So it's like, I'm on the outside looking in. That's why I wouldn't vote no on this.
Right.
I don't vote with majority. If women want to abort mission, fine.
Right. So how do you feel? Because this just came to mind. So how do you feel when you're married now? So that's different. Yeah. Women are like, okay, you don't want babies. Like, get a vasectomy.
Oh, hell no.
Wait.
Get a vasectomy.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Why not?
Hell no. Because, okay, I'm gonna be real with you.
What's the reason?
Okay, so one reason, this scarred me for life and it didn't even happen to me. So wait, I will also mention this. I had health issues where they had to do stuff down here. When they put you under and you're for a kidney transplant, they do stuff, and let's just say it scarred me for life. So I couldn't imagine them taking my tender parts, my manhood, the people's jewels, and taking a blade to them. And I got a buddy of mine. I hope you're watching this, because you're gonna be like the spokesperson on this. Don't do it. I'm just kidding. No, he did it before and he had a horrible pain. Me personally, I would not get one because I heard it's a simple procedure, just a couple snips. But man, that is just scarring. I'm sure an abortion is scarring too. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
That's why I say just use the stuff we got. Condoms work.
Well, I'm thinking of too, like, so remember vasectomies are reversible. So that's the difference between like an abortion or like for women how we can get our tubes tied and burnt and clipped and all that. We can't reverse that. So that's the difference too. So that's, I'm holding men accountable.
Yeah. Ooh, Lord.
Get a vasectomy!
Lord, no, I'm not getting no vasectomy, baby.
I feel like once two people come together and they talk about it, they figure it out.
I think men who are like, no, I ain't get no bucks. Me. But I'm not the hypocrite because I'm willing to use condoms. Like, okay, it won't feel as good, but I won't have to get no snippies.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
fuck that.
Okay, well, those are our thoughts.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap this up. You guys let us know what you think down below in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. And then I guess the question would be, what are your thoughts about abortion issues that are happening right now? Till next time!
We out of here. Woo!